Do you need the big one or the? Do you need the big one or the small one?
Small one.
I found some for you.
Well, it's awesome, man. Like, I promise I'm not gonna shoot you. Like,
So that was a fucking lie.
Hey guys, it's Baldy. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to show you guys what I believe is the best map for beginners in Tarkov. In this video, we're going to show you how to make millions of dollars on an easy and very safe loot run, how to get your very first case in Tarkov, how to go ahead and get your Thumbdrives and your Salewas, any other items that you're going to need for tasks later down the road. But before we continue on the video, I just want to say if you guys give me a like, subscribe, it'll mean the world to me. It'll help me get there out into the YouTube algorithm a lot easier, and I greatly appreciate it. All right, so first off, we're gonna go start off with my normal thing. If you guys have any questions or want to skip to a certain section, just go ahead down below to the chapters. I'm gonna have chapters for you guys like always, and then that way you can skim through whatever parts you don't want. All right, so first things first, we're gonna go ahead and go over to Map Genie. All right, guys, here's Map Genie. Again, you guys should already know this if you watch my videos. Go ahead and go to Interchange. This is the basic map of the situation, okay? Step one is you can do these stashes here on the outside. Now, stashes end up usually popping off with a few items here and there. You could actually spawn in with lions, I've even got a slick this raid, to cables, to a bunch of stuff that you need for tasks or hideout gear straight from these stashes. That's the reason why I think it's a good run, because straight shot, all you do is go along these walls here, not a big deal. The firefights are going to be usually in front of you or behind you, or unfortunately people will be camping the bushes. But firefight wise, you're going to have a clear line of sight, you're going to know what to expect, and you shouldn't have too much of a problem, and it should get you kind of used to PvP in a sense, but you're not going to be swarmed up with, you know, 30 million doors and gunfire from top to bottom to second floor to third floor, you know, so it's going to be a lot more simpler. That's why I think for part number one is the loot run from the outside. Number two of why I think this is the best map and way you can make a lot of money from it. And even right now, it's the 5th day into this new wipe, and it's still like really uncontested. People are getting a little bit closer to there. You can see a lot more scavs there, but for the most part, pretty simple, okay? And that is going to be running this section of the map right here. This is going to be a food run. So I'm going to show you guys at the end of the video the loot run that I use all the time to make millions of dollars. We're going to go ahead and show you at the end of the video of why I think this run is so important for beginners, is because there's a lot of tasks that you need to do ahead of time that require these things or makes your life a lot more easier. All right, third reason why I think this is super crucial is because there's a lot of loot in Interchange that doesn't require you to fight it out. And what I usually do is how I found my thumb drive, other items like that, was this area right here. You're gonna come straight through the middle of Interchange, and on your immediate right, there should be a room with 3 cabinets in there. Those 3 cabinets and 1 jacket will hold a bunch of stuff from like wires to green batteries to even thumb drives, okay? Now, those thumb drives are crucial. You're gonna need a total of 5 of them to complete tasks. But what I've done and how to get them is actually use my scav, and I'll go and scav this area out, and it's completely uncontested. Everybody either left the map or they're, you know, scrounging around for other stuff. They don't come here for some reason. And I come here for my thumb drives specifically. Fourth reason why I think this place is so important is because the amount of loot, find car batteries to spark plugs to computers, to find graphics cards, cables, cable wires, all those things that you need for tasks later on, they're here. But we're gonna go first off with more important one that I believe is going to be the money run. All right, guys, first things first, this is what I'm telling you we're gonna need. You're gonna need a heavy duty thick boy rig, and I'll show you why, okay? Don't bring a backpack because we're gonna use an extract that does not require a backpack, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and bring a big rig, and I'm gonna show you guys right now. All right, guys, first things first, I'm gonna show you guys what to keep and hold on to, okay? Because you're gonna get fully geared right now. You're gonna run out of room, I guarantee you. So what you wanna do is you're gonna wanna keep out on the look for Tarcola, herring, squash, okay? In that category. Next category would have to be max energy, condensed milk, and then also the humpback, okay? Anything after that, like the Saurys or the tea cans or anything like that, I would take them if you have more room. If you want to swap something out, anything that's not in those 2 categories, I would just go ahead and drop, okay? All right, guys, this is the spot where you want to be at. Here is power station. There is an Amacom extract, and over here in this corner over here, and way over there is going to be the railway extract, okay? So here's power, and then there's Amacom again. All you're going to want to do is make sure you bring again a rig, and then bring some extra cash with you, so you can do either the car extract or the other extract that I'll show you right now. What I like to do is, because people might spawn here or down this road right here, you don't want to come up because there's no cover right here. What I recommend doing is coming this way. Between these barrels, you have a whole line of sight. No one can shoot you through here. I would be careful right here. Save your stamina if you ran here. And then right here, what I would do is bolt to this side So no one on this side right here can shoot you right there. The only place people can shoot you from is the back. Be careful with people coming right here. So peek that real fast. Come up here. Peek here. Peek around. Make sure no one's here. There shouldn't be anything over there. I've done this probably 50 times already. Nothing happened. So open this door right here. Now we're gonna talk about this room in a little bit, but I found anywhere from fuel to fuel conditioners to a bunch of other things in this area right here. So we'll talk about that right now. Go ahead and open this door right here. Come right. Hop this crate right here. Now that we dropped here, we're gonna loot these few walls right here, okay? So we're gonna go ahead to the far one, skip this right here. We're gonna go all the way right here. Grab all these items right here, okay? Tarcola. You're gonna need 2 ice screens. If you have more than 2 ice screens, don't grab them. That's not worth it. Just grab 2, and I'll explain why later, okay? Sauries. You want to grab at least all the cans, okay? And I'm going to explain what all this is used for right in a little bit. You want to go ahead and skip forward to that, you can. Don't grab the juice boxes. Don't grab any of that stuff. Let me see. Tushonka. So I like to go with this back wall first. Come up this way. And then just scan the wall. I would not use a flashlight. And I've also done this. Don't grab the peas. Peas are useless. Don't grab them unless you want them for food. Grab one more iced tea and you should be good. So after you come here, you're going to snake through this way. Grab no ice creams. Humpback you're going to need. There's a Saury right there. If you're on the task for Jaeger, I would grab some water just in case because you're going to plant those in some bunkers. And then another Saury. That wall's already been cleaned, right? So we're going to come snake it all the way around. Snake it here. Come here. Tushonka. Max energy. We're going to need those. Max energy. We're going to need those. Humpback. We're going to need those. Max energy. We're going to need those. All right, and then we're going to continue back on, snake this way to this last wall right here. Tushonka. Water. Ice cream. And that is it. Once you come here, check this wall for any loot right here, but stick and hug with this wall, okay? You're going to want to keep going until you get to an indentation right here with the pallet kind of like leveled up. You're gonna climb on it, jump, jump, and you should be good. Look at another can right there, and I'm good. That's all we need. Then we're gonna come out, and then boom, we're gonna check this bag real fast. I found anywhere from fuel conditioners, a bunch of other stuff in here. Okay, nothing good. Check this right here. What is this? Brats. We don't need that. Check these walls here, here. Look at there's a wrench right there. I found propane here before and fuel back here before too. And then nothing else. Now we're going to come straight this way. Straight to this wall here. Check anything here. See? Propane right there. Boom. Now you can't carry it with you, but if you do have a gamma pouch or even an alpha, you could go empty and then you could literally pick that up with you, and then there you're good to go. Okay, I would recommend coming in with nothing because you're gonna make a lot of money in this raid, and if you need to heal or anything or you're gonna die, it's fine. Just go ahead and die because the money you're gonna make is gonna offset what's gonna cost to buy this. Okay, so go ahead and just pick that up if you have an empty gamma or alpha. We're gonna come this way outside. 2 things: you can either extract here, or you could go and extract over there. I personally use the hole in the wall because there is an Escra lunchbox spawn over there, and people rush over there for that spawn to get their tasks done. So I would recommend staying away from there unless it's a little bit later, maybe a week or 2 after the new wipe. Then you can head to car extract, which I'll show you where it is right now. You are going to be full, okay? But if you want to, you come here, and you're gonna check this bush right here. And then it might have a backpack or armor or something really, really good inside. For example, we have duct tape, a Salewa, you're gonna need that for a task, and then bolts, and then TAWs, okay? You're gonna need majority of those items right there. Now you're gonna come this way, hug this wall, and then right here in these little dorms is where the extra lunchbox spawns in at. In case if you didn't know, you can come here, and it's right there. That box right there usually has an extra lunchbox in it. I've never seen it not have one. So for example, boom, there you go. And then you're just gonna come along this way. Power has graphics card spawn and a bunch of other things, so people might stay there. There is a spawn over there, but we're not going to that. We're just gonna come here. There's a black SUV that should be right here and spawn in, okay? Again, it doesn't spawn 100% of the time like we just saw right now. So we're gonna go ahead and cut to the wall extract. All right, guys, now we're back over here. We're gonna go to the wall extract now. Again, hop over this wall, hop over the wall, and then come down. You can jump right over, but you're gonna take a little bit of damage, so I recommend just kind of like hopping on the little ledge, then coming down. Come to this wall here. Now it's safer because you can only get shot from the back, from up here, or in front of you, okay? So, not a lot of people are gonna be over here though, they're gonna be usually inside, so you don't have too many problems. Just make sure you have your back to the wall here, scan constantly. All right, guys, we made it here. Now all you're gonna do is check this corner here, and it should be this barrel's right here, okay? Go ahead, and then you can extract right here, like I said. So there's been plenty of times where I've actually looted the whole area and gotten to this spot where I still don't have enough time to extract, okay? You need 7 minutes to extract. I've looted everything, came here, and still needed to wait. So if that happens to you and you need to wait, what I recommend is coming here. Until that 7-minute mark hits, come to this corner here, and then come here. And then just aim here, pre-aim. Make sure no one's gonna come and get you, or you can even sit here and then just wait, okay? Once 7 minutes is up, you go ahead and extract. All right, guys, moving on to where to find the thumb drives, okay? So we're actually here, right here, smack dab in the middle of the mall, and we're gonna go ahead and go forward. Again, I've done this as scabs, so you don't have to worry about it. I haven't run it into one person here yet. Be careful going too far, though, because people are down there, definitely. All right, but the first one is gonna be the National. Check your corners. Come here. And then boom, right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 cabinets right here in this area alone, and you're gonna be able to go ahead and hopefully get the thumb drive in no time. Okay. There's also a jacket here, and then after that, I would bounce and dip. And then same thing when you want to leave, just come leave. Check behind you that way, and then just hop out. And then since you're a scav, you should have 2 extracts, which is Emercom, or you should have Railway. Now, you could choose either or. You're in the front of the store, I'd recommend you choose Railway and then just make it all the way there. All right, if you're in the back of the store, go ahead and do the loot route for the cans and food and stuff like that. If you're a scav, cannot loot the hole in the wall, but you can go ahead and loot Emercom, okay? But those are the 2 options for you right there. You can use the scav and make millions, or you can even play as a regular player and still make millions, okay? All right, guys, now I'm going to show you why the food items are so important. Reason number 1 this run is so important is because we're going to start off with the easiest case to get in the game. That's going to be Jaeger level 2. You're going to be able to get the Holdonik, okay? Call it the ice chest or whatever you want to call it. This thing holds food items, okay? All you need is going to find 5 Tarcola, 5 herring, and then 5 squash. You can do this literally in 1 to 2 runs, and you'll have those items and you can save them. The hard part will be the hot rods. Put the hot rods, if you ever find them, just put them in your gamma or your alpha, and you should have them. And eventually, no time, within a few raids, you should be able to have your Holdonik saved up. So once you hit level 2, you can instantly buy it. So I actually have 2 Holdoniks. I use one for eating and food and barters and stuff like that. And the other one I have is strictly to sell. So when I do these loot runs, I throw everything in here and then just sell it all at one time. Now that we're done with the case, the next reason why these items are so important is because of here. We're gonna start off with number 1, and that's gonna be iced tea. Now, iced tea doesn't have any significance at all, but if you are stuck on the director's key for Big Red, all you need is 2 green iced teas. You could buy 4 crackers for about 60k from Therapist right here, and then you should already have the squash ready because you already looted that whole area, okay? Number 2 is going to be Tushonka. Now, Tushonkas, the small can of Tushonkas specifically. Now, Tushonkas are really important because you're gonna need 15 of them for later on. You might as well collect them now and start slowly stashing them away, but you do need 15 of them. Now, the second reason why Tushonkas are really good to hold on to, at least the small cans at least, are gonna be when you get to Punisher Part 1. When you get to Punisher Part 1, it's gonna be a prepper quest. You're gonna go ahead and trade 3 of the small Tushonkas for an AKM. You're gonna need 15 scav kills with the AKM, and you can easily get it because you've been doing those runs forever. So you should have 3 Tushonkas to trade in for the AKM, or you're gonna have to pay 43k for a brand new one, or you get to use one from the flea, or if you find it off of a scav. But for sure, the easiest way is get an AKM is use Tushonkas for that one right there. And then for the Tushonkas, for the small can of Tushonkas, they're averaging about 15k right now. So even if you don't want to use it for the AKM barter or the big red key, you can literally just sell it for 15k right there. Now the next thing we're gonna move on is the tall can of Tushonkas. Tall can of Tushonkas are gonna be needed for the quest acquaintance. You're gonna need to go ahead and find 2 of them right there. Okay. All right. And the second reason why Tushonkas are really sought after, at least the tall cans, is you can make the 2 small cans. Now I've showed you this path to get the small cans. You shouldn't need to do this route, but people will still buy these, are too scared to go and do that route. So they'll still buy these from you to craft these instead of going out and getting them themselves. Okay. You're gonna go to filter. They still sell for 17 to 20,000. I've seen them at an average of 20,000. Okay. So it's still a good price. The second reason why these cans of Tushonkas are really valuable, as you can see here, 18k still, almost a week after wipe, is because people are too scared to run an interchange. Players who are brand new, who don't know that run, or players who in general are just too scared to go and interchange, or too lazy to find them in general, I guess, to craft 2 Tushonkas for that 115 Tushonka quest for therapist. Okay, so people will still buy them for 16 to 18k, as you can see here. All right, next thing we're gonna move on is with the squash. Squash is really important because again, it is used for the acquaintance. It's also used for this right here, and it's also used for the craft of the escrow lunchboxes. Okay, because again, people might not be able to find them or having a difficult time finding them, so they'll go ahead and buy them once they get to the flea market, and then just go ahead and buy them here, and you can still see that they're selling for 35,000. The main reason why people buy the squash is because of the barter for the ice chest. Now the next thing up is gonna be Tarcola. Now Tarcola itself isn't very valuable for the most part. I mean, it sells pretty high still, on par with the squash typically. I've sold these from 25 to 30,000, 35,000 for the last few days, and it's been impeccable. Okay, this thing sells high because people want the lunchbox. Tarcola right now, again, selling 35,000, like I just said. Okay, and then now the next thing we're gonna talk about is going to be the herring. Herring, let's see, herring again. Nothing special about it. All it does is just barter 20k right there. Super easy. Okay, now the next crucial item on the list has to be the barter for the humpback. Now the humpback itself sells for 11,000, 12,000. Not that profitable. Okay, but if you are stuck finding Salewas, easiest thing you can do, absolute easiest thing you can do, you get 5 humpbacks and you'll get trade them for therapist level 1 for 5 first aid car kits. Once you get the first 8 car kits, if you have the med station upgraded, you should be able to craft right here for 2 tourniquets and then 2 first aid kit, and you can go ahead and make your Salewas there. That quest item is done. That's it. You're over. You got that Salewas out. You're done. You're done with that quest, and you're not stuck anymore. A lot of people might say that you should find the Salewas way before you're able to even build this med station. And I would have to totally disagree with you because there's a lot of new players out there who are scared to fight, who are scared to go to places, especially Salewas. Everybody's going there. A lot of new players are not going to be able to compete with PvP pros. The guys who are going over there for the Salewas are going to slay anybody who's brand new to the game. So that's another way to go ahead and get the craft right there. Now, the other thing that I like to do is that I usually like to heal up with grizzlies right after a raid. That way I could get my health skill leveled up. As you can see here, my health skill is level 8. You go ahead and level that up by healing after raid, okay? Hard to get grizzlies early on and you don't have the fleet open, so you can't buy it. So I usually use my humpbacks and I trade them for cars and I heal that way. Now we're gonna go ahead and talk about max energy. Max energy is gonna be used for later on. It basically helps with a task to be stimulated. So you're gonna need a few of those. Super easy to get. There's a lot of them in that run. You can go ahead and keep those, hang on to those until you get to that task, okay? Now they're also really good for a barter. You get to go to Ragman level 1 and you go ahead and trade 3 max energy for a Untar armor. Now it is level 3, so it's pretty decent. All right, it's pretty decent for brand new players, level 3. But also, there's gonna be a later quest later on where you're gonna have to wear this and a blue helmet to go ahead and kill scavs for peacekeepers. So I would hold on to the max energy, and you could barter for these items instead of buying them outright, because these do get expensive later on when people are on that task. Next thing we're gonna talk about is going to be the can of condensed milk. Can of condensed milk is an automatic 15,000 rubles to therapist. Okay, so if you're a little shy on money, I would trade this definitely over a tea or anything else like that, because this is worth more money to therapist. And the last thing on the list that I don't use Sauries for, but I'm going to bring it up here, is that I typically don't bring up Sauries. And the reason why I say that is because Sauries, you're going to go ahead and go to Ragman level 2. You're going to need Ragman level 2, and then you can go ahead and you could craft for the attack 2. It's a huge backpack. It's a 35 slot backpack. Okay, it's huge. And then all you're gonna really need is you're gonna need 3 Sauries. Now, I don't think it's worth it, but I'm giving you the option in case you want to use the Sauries, okay? All right, guys, so this is why I think Interchange is the absolute best run. As you've seen here, we have the stash outsides that you can do. You go ahead and find your Thumbdrives, super easy, and then even get food items for a case and make a ton of money. I already have my hideout maxed out until level 30. Once I get to level 30, then I can open up to more spawns, but I have it completely maxed out only because of that. I've made so much money off of these runs. The next thing too is that I have either made or bought every single case that I need right now within the first 3 days of the wipe off of these runs alone. Okay, now I'm set for a while. I don't have to worry about a lot more space. My space is kind of getting full right now a little bit, so I might buy something else. But for the most part, I'm set. All right, that is it. That's the end of the video. I really appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys liked this video. It's very informative, I think. If you guys are brand new, I think that this will help you guys out tremendously, all right? Starting off now, I am no longer streaming on Twitch anymore. I think I'm gonna move to YouTube. So I'll be now live at YouTube. I'll put a link down below, or you go ahead and subscribe, and then you'll follow along with the notification bell. And then you'll see when I go live on YouTube. I'm gonna stop going to Twitch. Not because I didn't like Twitch. I actually like Twitch a lot, but I just wanted to go ahead and try something new. So we're gonna go ahead and move over to YouTube live, okay? And that is it, guys. If you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and it means the world to me. Until then, guys, peace.